Hey guys, it's Debbie Johnson. I am here to show you how I create my Allium flowers. Well, the Allium flowers really is what they're called. So let me go through my list of supplies. And, you know, you could use any colors that you want as long as you have a dark color, medium color, and then I guess a complementary color, something that's offset a little bit. So I have Pinata. I got your blue violet. I just love that color. And the Ranger purple twilight. So this is my medium purple, and this is my really dark purple. And then I have from the Zig, this is called purple, but really it's like a dark cranberry color. I love it, like a pink. So those are my three colors that I worked with for the flower picture that you guys have seen. And I get real technical here, guys. For my flowers, I get cups or anything around that has a circumference of the flower that I'm looking for. So this one, I'll just probably do it this side. I don't want to do a real big one because we could be sitting here for years. It does take a little while to make these things. But yeah, so there's one of my flowers. And then the next thing, I don't know if you all have it. It's these dental tools, cleaning. I don't know what they're used for. And, I don't even want to know, but you can get them in different sizes. I feel like the blue has I don't know if you could see it, the bigger tip compared to, let's say, so it comes blue, white, and pink and purple. And here's the pink. I don't know if you could see the difference in the size heads. Come on. No, maybe my camera isn't the greatest thing to use. But yeah, so just trust me on that. So I use the blue ones, and because it does take a while and you're constantly dotting, I get a little bit too ferocious in my dotting, so I go through a few of them. So you might want to have a few on hand. And then, ahead of time, I like to put the ink in the inkwells and let it dry. That way it's real, it's a little bit thicker to use, because you know, if you put down your ink, it's just going to explode into a big dot. So this is what I like to do, and just use a little bit of alcohol, which, you know, in the time of crisis that we're in now, just using that little bit of alcohol is really the key point in this too. So, and of course, you know, putting those dots down and getting that frustration out, because I am climbing the walls. Okay, so I think that's it. I don't use any hair dryers, blow dryers, or anything like that. What I like to do is just start with putting down a background. I'll start with this Laguna, which I just totally love. Wow, my camera just sucks at doing the whole... I'm just too close. Oh, nope, there it goes, finally. Anyways, I said the name, so you really didn't need to see it, but I was getting kind of stubborn there. All right, so here, I just want to use a little bit of alcohol. And just put a little bit down. I don't want to make the background really too much. Let me put on my little blower here and just get something. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, crazy, but just something in the background, just to show you, you know, what I do. So of course I have to have all the color right where the flower is going to go. Okay, anyway, so you get the gist, right? Some of you probably didn't even have to see this. But I figured I'd start right from the very beginning to the very end. And in case there's any newbies out there. Let me just wipe this away. Excuse the hand. Okay. So then what I do is I get my trusty technical flower creation thing, and I outline it in Okay, so I'm doing purple, so I'll take a purple Sharpie. And I will just outline it. This is just a basis for the circle. It's obviously flowers aren't exactly circles, so but that's a good good thing to go on. And then what I like to do is just get rid of as much as I can, just so it doesn't mix. Get rid of the background. Okay, that's just taking way too long. Let's do this. Oh, and by the way, this is Yupo paper. It's medium. This is all I've done it on so far. I don't know how tiles work. I'm sure it works just fine. Hell, I'm sure it works just fine on every surface. So, but for me, in my flowers that I did, I just used the Yupo heavyweight. It's the thick white one. So, just wanted to let you know. Okay, so I cleaned off the flower a little bit. Then what I like to do is get my trusty Q-tip again. And the colors that I'm using, so this is the dark purple. So now you got to think about where you want your light, where you want your dark, and then the highlights, right? So I'll fill up the Q-tips. Put a little bit of alcohol on them. So the dark, let's do the dark on this side this time. So I'm just going to throw the dark down, right? And I don't have to get too technical. The medium, let's do the medium here. Okay. And then for the contrasting color, you can really put anywhere. No. See, that's exactly not where I wanted to go, but that's all right. So the contrasting color, you could just throw wherever you want. And then I just get a little bit of alcohol on that trusty Q-tip again. Not too much. And then I just drag this over. So it's just the lighter version of that medium purple. So this is where I'm going to have the light hit, obviously. And, you know, this is how I do this. I don't know how anyone else does it. But for me, I like to have the color down. Because when you go to put, because it's thousands and thousands of dots. And when you go to put them down, if you have just a white background, you're going to miss some areas. And, you know, then you're stuck with that. So with me, this way it's just the background. And I don't have to be so, oh my God, do I have every spot covered. So let's forget that that pink is right there for now, okay? All right, so there's my base. Now this is where those trusty little blue things come into play. I add a little bit of alcohol. Let's start with the dark, right? Just a tiny bit of alcohol. And then I'm gonna smush it around into the actual, it gets kind of gummy. And when it's gummy like that, you know it's really good. And this is where we dot away. So, and I like to start on the outside because, again, it's not going to be a perfect circle, so you just go crazy. I'll try to keep my banging down to a minimum. So yeah, just just dot away, right? And go back if you need to. You can add a little bit here. Again, so you got to think about the shading, and if you really want that 3D look, because you don't want stripes, obviously, and that won't look good. All right, so I'm going to continue dotting, and I'll pause this here. All right, now I'm going to put that one down, and then I'm going to get add a little bit of ink to my medium purple, and add a little bit of ink to my I guess the pinkish color. I don't know why they call that purple, but whatever. All right, so here's my medium pink, purple, and I'm just gonna go. See, I got a little bit too much alcohol on this, as you can see, but that's okay. And you're just gonna go around. You can go in that if you wanted to. You got to think of the shading. That's the most important part of getting this flower to look like that. It's all in the shading. Okay, so I put some down there. Done with that. Now let's get the pink one. I already added a little bit of alcohol to my little well here. And there's the gummy part there. And now I'm going to add some. So what we're doing here is, while we're putting these down, when we go over it with white, sometimes, depending upon your the white on your tip, some of it's going to just mingle in with these colors to make it lighter as well. So that's where the real magic really happens. Okay. So that's good. I can add a little bit over here if I want, right? So if the sun's coming in this direction, everything is going to be white here, or very light. All right, so I feel really confident that that's pretty good there. So now what I'll do is I'll get another one, and I will mix with a little bit of white with the purple and the pink, whatever color you want, whatever color you want, I meant to say. All right. No, I don't know if you could see that. Yeah. All right. So that's a really light, I don't know what color, a muddy pink, I guess. But I'm going to go ahead and add that over here. And wherever else. You know, some of it can go here too. But again, make sure that the flower isn't exactly circly, because no way in nature is that going to happen. Okay, so you're just going to continue to add. Like I said, it's a great way to get your frustration out. Now I could take that medium purple and go back to add a little bit of alcohol, right? Okay. Now let's do this. So I think that's pretty much there. Now let's go over, this is where the magic happens, right? I said that already. Let's add a little bit of alcohol. Let me turn this around. Let me add a little bit of alcohol to this white. Right? Move this out of my way. And now we start adding the highlights. Can you see it? Dot, dot, dot away. Stippling, I guess, maybe? I don't know. But the first time you dip into the white is probably the time when you want to go, because that's the whitest. I want to add some more pretty pink color. Get this one out. Probably add more alcohol. Yeah, let me throw a dot of alcohol. Okay, you see how that just brings out all the highlight, right? And this could go on over here. And you can bring a little bit down here, wherever you want. But just, again, make sure that you got the shade, the direction right. You don't want it dark on both sides, because then you have no idea where the direction of light, and it, you know, this is all tricking the eye, right, into the 3D effect. All right, so let's add, I want to add a little bit more highlight to the darker side. Actually, so we could probably use the pink one still. I don't want to use the exact white one. Right? Okay. And now let's go over it again. My alcohol. However you want. Like, the sun doesn't really get to the bottom of the flower, right? So let's just keep adding the dark. Cover up some of those pink ones so you just get a hint. But can you see it starting to come alive? I'm going to do more pink, except this time I want to do it with a little bit more white. And I am using snow cap, by the way, and actually when I sat down to do this little tutorial, did I realize, oh my god, I'm running out of it. I have little left. So I immediately went online and ordered me some more snow cap. I did a test. I feel like the snow cap definitely covers better than the Pinata one. So I'm going to stick to that. Alright, so I added more white to this pink because I really want it to be a lighter pink to get that. So pretty. But I can't wait. I'm just dying to try different colors. Of course, by the time I did that painting, my neck was sore. It was really bad. So, boyfriend came to the rescue. Got a nice neck massage. So I guess this is good and everything. Alright, so there's that pretty pink. I kind of want to just go over it just a little bit with this pink. Just to bring it out. See how it mingles with it? So yeah, that's, I think that's it, right? That's your basic. I'm going to take a little bit more purpley. I want the medium purple. Go in, add a little bit of dark spots. Right, because there's those dark insides of the flower. And I don't know if anybody actually looked these up. They're huge. There's actually one picture with a, I don't know, 6-7-year-old kid standing right next to one, and it's like as big as his head. So they're huge flowers, pretty cool. I've never really seen them up close and personal, but yeah, they're cool. All right, so I think you're getting the gist, right?